I'd like to show you now Martelli's no-slip templates. This is a set of 5. This is for making circles, fan shapes, and drunkard path patterns like the Celtic cross here in this quilt. This is a 3-inch square. You can make any 3, 4, or 5-inch square with this set. It doesn't matter what the pattern is. Whatever pattern you have in your book, you can follow it with these. You'll notice that the bottom has our no-slip on them. This means that when you put a finger down on this, unlike this that slides all over the place, this one holds fast. Now to make your circles, you have directions here that tell you about your circles on the front and on the back how to do your drunkard path. You can take a piece of fabric, it does not have to be a square, fold it into fourths. The important thing is that you have a nice point here, and we're going to take one of these and we're going to line it up. You put your point on the point and match up your sides so that you don't have any overage at all. And I'll turn that around so you can see it. The only cut we're going to make is around the back. And then we unfold it and you have your circle. It has a built-in 1/4-inch seam allowance. You can feel it in the knurling on the template itself. This whole set of 5 makes circles from 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, all the way up to 6 inches. In the set, we also give you a practice kit. This will make approximately a wall size hanging, and it's there for you to use before you have to go out and buy expensive fabric so that you can master the art of putting curves together. You'll see this later with our Curvemaster, and I hope you'll pay attention to that then. But this is yours free with the kit. We also have another type of template, and this is a bundle of 4, a bundle of 4, starting with your 4.5-inch square. This 4.5-inch square makes a 4-inch finished square, and you can also use it to square up your other pieces. This is the small triangle. 4 of these makes your 4.5-inch square. This is the rail fence. 3 of these makes your 4.5-inch or 4-inch finished square. And this is our largest triangle, and 2 of these makes your 4.5-inch or 4-inch finished square. Here again, you can buy these all separately or you can buy them as a kit, and they too come with instructions on how to use them. I'd like to make just one of these for you to show you how easy it is. I'm going to do the small triangle. I'm going to place it on the folded fabric. And because it's no slip, I can move it around until I put my finger down on it. Then it's not going to go anywhere. And you can turn it if you're not lucky enough to have a roundabout. And you can cut all 4 triangles at once. These are Martelli's no-slip templates, and you'll be as spoiled as I am as soon as you get yours.
For years, we've always tried to sew curves together, and it's been so difficult to do. And typically what we've done is we've put right side, and we started in the middle. We've eased into one direction, we've eased into another direction, hoping not leaving any puckers. We've clipped the back side after it was sewn together by hand, and then we ironed it. We have a revolutionary presser foot that was invented by John Martelli, absolutely ingenious. You can take any convex, concave circles and sew them together in seconds. You take pinning, easing, and clipping. You take all 3-step process and you turn it into a 1-step process, and the foot does it all. Instead of starting in the middle, what we're going to do is we're going to put right side, corner to corner. Everybody see that? Then we're going to simply pick them up. We're going to come move to the presser foot. We're going to put the presser foot down. And one thing I would like to show you is on the presser foot, you want to make sure the presser foot is pulled all the way as far as you can from the right to your left. So push it over this way as far as it will go, making sure that your fabric is not underneath the feed dog that's all the way to the right. Now, you're going to look at the foot and you're going to see a little flat spot. That flat spot that you're looking at right there, you can actually take a Sharpie or anything you want to color it in so you can actually see it a little bit better. We always like to keep our feet in clear plastic so you can see through it, so you can see your fabric at all times. But you're going to keep both pieces of fabric on your flat spot. That's your 1/4 inch seam allowance. So what I'd like to do is pin the fabric down, and I put 1 or 2, possibly 3 stitches in there, 4 stitches, and I stop. Then I lift this piece of fabric up, always keeping my fingers away from the leading edge, and then I take my pointer finger and I hold it on the bottom fabric, and I keep both pieces of fabric on the guide at all times. And I go nice and slow. And notice the foot does the easing process for you. It eliminates all the guesswork. Now what I'm about to show you is fantastic. These are pinpoint tweezers, okay? This is for the part of the fabric that you can't reach or get your fingers near the needle. And then you simply keep stitching, and then you're done. Now, you're going to notice at the bottom, you have a perfect 1/4 inch all the way around. There's no easing process involved because the foot does it. There's no clipping. You can either iron it this direction, you can either iron it this direction or the other direction. But look, it's absolutely perfect. No pleats, no puckers. Now, I'm not going to do another curve for you, but I'm going to show you how nice this works. Now, it's not only good enough that you can do your 1/4 inch curves, convex, concave, any type of convex, concave. You can also do your scant, and your 1/4 inch straight seams. Now, I have not moved or adjusted my 1/4 inch foot at all, but because the design of the foot, I can put right side, corner to corner. I come back under my presser foot. Remember, keeping my foot all the way over to from right to left, and then I simply do my straight seam. Notice the bottom piece will never ever travel on me, yet it gives me a perfect 1/4 inch. So now that I've done my curved pieces, look at my straight seam. So you basically have a presser foot that does 2 things. It allows you to have a perfect curve, and it also does your scant and your 1/4 inch straight seams. And that's the Curvemaster.